Hello and welcome back to episode 59 of Take to the Skies, St Albans FC. And it's a deflating day because it's the morning after the loss to Italy in the Euros final. But England have done us proud. Live a like if you're proud of the job they did. I think the fact that some of the senior players didn't step up and let a 19-year-old take the final penalty is ridiculous. But it is what it is. We've got a World Cup next year, so we've got a young squad. Hopefully they can bring it back next year. Let's get into the video. So since you were last with us, we drew our second game of the season as well against Aldershot, which I was quite disappointed with that result because they're one of the new teams to the league. Then we actually beat Portsmouth in a game we probably deserved the win. The 94th minute goal got us there, but a fantastic result. We then beat Harrogate Town 2-1 and Barrow 2-1 before we got knocked out of the EFL Cup by Southend. I thought that game we had a very good chance of, so I thought we'll come back hopefully for the third round. Not to be. But we got a late goal to beat Rochdale through Tommy York from a corner. And then most recently we beat Exeter 2-0 in the EFL Trophy. I'm not too fussed about showing you much of the EFL Trophy unless we get into like quarter or semi-finals. So today we've got Crewe and Salford. Crewe have started the year very well alongside us. They're same points but a few more goals scored. And Salford also had a decent start, just they've lost 2 instead of drawn 2. So again, 2 relatively tough games today. Hopefully we can keep it going and get a couple of good results. I don't think there's anything else to update you on. We had one guy come in that we sent out on loan. He's got decent potential. Can play holding mid, like anywhere in those 3 slots and right back. More just see if anything comes of him. We might just try and send him on for profit. We'll see. But other than that, nothing else to go through. So let's get into the game. And the lineup for the game against Crewe, we've got Kennedy in goal, a back three of Rossetti, Phillips and York, and then Laird at right wing back, Cliff at left wing back, Torre and Pring in the middle, Nsingi on the right, Mafurin on the left, and Davani as the sole striker. Still displaying in a very strange way. Don't know what that's about, but let's get into it. 10 minutes in, Kennedy's kicked the ball out to Pring. Nice bit of distribution. Mafurin's picked it up and runs straight into Allen, but Pring collects the ball and plays it safely back to York, who plays it straight to Allen. Scully's going to attack down the right-hand side, and Pring's missed his tackle. Played back to Allen. Evans has been tackled by York. That's a fantastic tackle. And then Cliff prevents them getting back in. Scully's put the cross in. Evans has scored. And there seemed to be a little bit of like 3 players seem to all go and try and close down the winger Scully, which just left a man in the middle here. Yeah, you've got all 3 of these get drawn out to this. And then Rossetti's left to mark 2 players by himself. That's poor. Free kick from relatively deep, and he's put it on Phillips's head, and we are back on level terms. When I said relatively deep, I meant more of not a shooting position. But Mafurin with a fantastic delivery, and Phillips with a fantastic header into the top corner. Back on level terms. Half time, it's 1-1. It's been a fairly Crewe-dominated half, but we've had a little bit more of the ball, and hopefully throughout the second half we can start to convert that into a few more chances. But going well, 1-1 against a team who we are expected to do well this year, so not too bad. York's headed a ball away that Rice has collected. Phillips heads it back away, and Nsingi's picked it up on the right-hand side. Space to attack, ball through to Davani, who's one-on-one with the keeper and forces a save out of the keeper, but you'd like to see better finishing from that position. Mafurin's going to send the corner in though, and Pring's in there, and it's gone just over the bar. That's unfortunate from Pring. Mafurin with a free kick, slightly deeper than the last one. It's a poor ball, and Davani wasn't able to turn it into anything. Dixon Peters is breaking away. Rosette's done very well to tackle him though, and Torre's picked it up, plays it forward to Nasingi, back to Torre, who loses out to Windsor but then gets it back. Nasingi to Laird, who goes in behind. Rice has missed it. Davani, one-on-one with the keeper, and Davani this time waits for the keeper to commit and puts it in the bottom corner. We lead 2-1, and that was a very nice goal. The ball in behind from Laird was fantastic. A little bit of poor tracking and poor defending between Armstrong and Rice. Armstrong not tracking Davani, and Rice just didn't seem to know that he was there. A long ball towards the far post has nearly been headed in by Windsor for Crewe there. We're going to make a change here. We're going to bring Pring off for Morgan in midfield, just because of that yellow card. And I think we'll bring Laird off for Williams for a similar reason. And shortly after those changes, Mafurin has actually gone down with an injury. And we don't really have a left winger on the bench, so what I think we're going to do is put Wilson there as an attacking midfielder on support, so that Nasingi and Davani can go as a front two. So we'll play like a 5-2-1-2 for the last 20 minutes or so. Hopefully we'll be okay with that. Free kick for Crewe. It's in their own half. Rice plays it to Mitford on the left-hand side, who looks for a ball over the top. There's a missed header there. Evans has played it down to Windsor. Shot goes just wide. I think Kennedy probably had that covered though. Free kick deep in our own half now. York's over it. He goes long. Davani heads on to Nasingi, who's got a great chance to run through on goal. Gets a shot off, but not able to trouble the keeper too much. And at full time, we have managed to see out a 2-1 win against Crewe. In the second half, we took a lot more control of the game. You can see, like, here was half time. You can see it really became all about us in that second half. Crewe barely created anything. By the end of the game, we're level on stats pretty much. Their XG's hardly gone up at all. So, a very good second half from us, and a very good result against Crewe that sends us top of the league. And the lineup for the game against Salford. We've brought Quinn in for Rossetti, and O'Rourke coming in for Mafurin, who's actually going to be out for, I think it was 4 to 6 weeks with a thigh injury, so he's missing for a few weeks, so O'Rourke coming in to replace him. Also, it's the Andrew derby. Andrew Taylor versus Andrew Page. Very early highlight here as Salford throw the ball into Brown. Long ball is intercepted by Phillips, but headed away only as far as Bryan. Sare plays it to Smith, who goes long. Phillips plays it down to Torre. And back to Torre, back to Phillips again. Forward to Nasingi. He goes to Torre, out to Laird on the right-hand side, who's going to try and take on his man. He's brought down, and we've got a penalty, which Davani is going to step up to take. He's easily the best penalty taker in the team, so there's no question over who gets to take it. Unfortunately, despite being the best penalty taker in the team, he's had it saved. What a start that would have been. Smith heading the ball out to Brown on the right-hand side. O'Rourke's closing down and actually managed to nick the ball. Goes inside to Davani. Back to O'Rourke, who plays it to Pring, whose shot hits the bar, and Davani wasn't quite able to get there. It's cleared away for a corner though, and we saw in the last game, we're dangerous from set pieces. Torre's going to send it in. Bull has just punched it away. Cliff collects it. Goes to Quinn on the edge. Cross goes in. O'Rourke in space, but he's headed it over the bar, and he was offside anyway. Tayenza throws it out to Hardy. Laird with a good tackle, but breaks nicely for Brian. Roscoe plays it inside to Essien. Pring does well to intercept, and can't find Davani. And then Essien collects it back off Brian, but his ball out to the wing is I don't know who he's trying to find. Laird passes it inside. Davani's collected it from Torre. Davani's gone down in the box. We've got a second penalty. This time Phillips wants to take it. I'm going to overrule that. And I'm going to put... Am I going to put Nasingi on it? I am. It seems Davani didn't want to take it because it didn't say he was going to be the first taker. So Nasingi steps up. And Nasingi puts it in the top of the net. A very good penalty. And now we do lead 1-0. And based on what we've seen in the first half, I think it's a deserved lead. And it's been a good start for us. We have reached half time. We're 1-0 up. As you can see, we've dominated possession, the shots, the XG. Admittedly, the XG is a little bit skewed by 2 penalties. But even if you take them away, I think they average at like 1.6. So we're still well above what Salford have got. So it's going well in the first half. Hopefully we can keep it up in the second half. Corner for St Albans. It's gone towards the far post and Davani's got the header but sends it wide. We've now got a throw-in. O'Rourke heads on, but Bull comes out and claims it with a bit of an over-the-top dive. He goes long, and York plays it down to Phillips and forward to Torre. Phillips goes out to Nasingi now. He's got Laird to his right. Goes with an ambitious ball towards O'Rourke that doesn't come off. But Phillips collects the clearance. Nasingi, Torre. Davani, ball through for O'Rourke. 1-on-1 with the keeper. And that's a fantastic save from the keeper. We have got a corner though, which Torre is going to send in. Nasingi doesn't quite manage to get his head on it. Quinn brings it down. Going to make our first changes of the game. We're going to bring Nasingi to the striker position and send Cotterill on the right hand side. And we'll also send Morgan on for... No, Pring's doing fine actually in midfield. We'll bring Quinn off for Rossetti at centre back. Throw in for Salford now. Smith throws it straight to O'Rourke. Brian collects it though. Horvath collects it on the edge. A questionable pass back to Asare that Nasingi is nicked. He's still got a man to beat though. Can he do so? He gets the shot off, but it's not a great shot in the end. It was kind of a half chance. And we're going to make our final change of the day. We're going to send Morris on for Pring in midfield to be a ball-winning midfielder, and Torre's going to go to a box-to-box for us for the last few minutes. And it's been a fantastic episode for St Albans as we end with another win. This time 1-0. It's been a very good episode for us. 2 wins on the board. And top of the league by 3 points above Crewe, who picked up a win today. Scunthorpe losing. They were the team that were also in that top 3 at the start of the episode. So, yes, it's a very small gap. It's only 1 win, but it's a gap for us at the top of the table, which is a very good start to the season. 7 games in. I think what we'll do is we'll come back probably around the Scunthorpe and Cheltenham games, or Cheltenham and Colchester. We'll come back after quite a bit of time. In fact, we'll do Colchester in the FA Cup first round, so that we can get an FA Cup game in this season, just in case we get knocked out. We're not going to, but you know. As mentioned, top of the league as we finish the episode, and on a good run of form. Now, a little bit of housekeeping at the end of the episode. Unknown to World Known, the final episode is tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And then on Thursday, I'm hoping to have an F1 video out on the channel, because there's nothing else I really want to do with Unknown to World Known following the episode that you'll see tomorrow. I've really been looking forward to the F1 game, so I thought we'll bring that onto the channel, give a bit of variety. It's a brand new game. Hopefully, pick up some of the hype for that game. If you are interested in F1, please do check that out. I'm hoping to have it out Thursday. I've never made an F1 video. I don't know how long it's going to take to record and edit. So it's a little bit of an experiment on my behalf. Hopefully, I think going forward, it probably won't keep up the same schedule as Unknown to World Known, where it was Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. It'll probably be a little bit less often, just because I get the feeling they're going to be long ones to work with. Hopefully I can, I'll obviously do as well as I can to get the content out, but it just might be a little bit more infrequent with the F1 game. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like. Comment your prediction for this season. Are we going to hold on to this lead that we've got at the moment for promotion? Subscribe if you're enjoying the series, and thank you very much for watching.